national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's McIntyre. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First and 10 play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
To throw, it's McIntyre. Launching one to the end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
A completion makes it second down. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Will be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to the left, pass caught. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking to throw again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Arizona now operating in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the Mustangs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw. It's McIntyre. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Third and long. If this defense gets a third sack in a row, this place will come unhinged. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense. Crucial third down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Takes the handoff. It's Vasquez. Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Takes the handoff again. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's McIntyre. Throws it to the right. And is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. So it's incomplete. Pass caught, but they ruled him out of bounds. Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not for a long completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. To throw, it's McIntyre. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Past midfield. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Finds his target. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got his man in the open field. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback drops back to the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Vasquez. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Mustangs pick up enough for a first down here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Scanning the field, it's McIntyre. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Important 3rd down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot. Touchdown, Wildcats. And this one is getting ugly.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route. The catch made. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Dropping back, it's McIntyre. Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Sticking with the running game. Not much on that play, brought down short. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch, and he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to make a big play downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's McIntyre. He's going to take another shot right here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I'll tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find out. Touchdown, Arizona. And the beatdown continues.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to pass. It's McIntyre. Snags the quick throw. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26. The Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Here we go.
Toss play to the outside. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.